Hi guys. How are you guys doing? You guys have been so patient waiting for these tarot cards. I'm thanking you so much. It has been crazy month, isn't it? I don't think it's just me. I know a lot of people whose lives are just blowing up in so many different ways. Blowing up in good ways, blowing up in what looks like not so good ways, just blowing up all over the place. And before we get started in doing these tarot card pulls, I just want to remind you guys that it's always darkest before the dawn. Things look worse right before they get better. Almost every single thing that I've ever won at looked like I was going to fail first. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm in the middle of another situation like that, and so is a couple of other people that are very close to me. So it's it really is about you guys learning to dance in the rain. When it starts to rain and it starts to pour, don't be upset that it's raining and pouring. Try to see the bigger picture and try to see the growth that this is going to bring into our world. That every garden needs a little bit of rain. We need a little bit of both in order to bring into our world what we're asking to bring in order to develop the things that we want to develop, right? So if you can remember that this too shall pass when you're in the middle of the storm, and keep focused on the beautiful flowers and blooms that are going to come into your life as a result of all of this rain or all of this struggle or challenge, then you're going to sail through this. We will sail through this. We're doing this together, you guys. We're in this together. Okay, I need to take this off. Like I said, I've had a bit of a rough week. My emotions are a little bit raw, so I'm not in the mood to really parent my vocabulary very much. So this could be a colorful video. Please know if you're watching with small children. I apologize. I'm not in the mood to give a shit. See, there we go. So my language will come out as it is. All right, if you're watching this, let's talk about what we're doing here today. Tarot cards. So as a thank you for everybody who likes and shares my page and gets these videos out there, because I don't advertise. This is advertising. This is the only advertising I do. And you guys are amazing in how much you have liked and shared these pages and try to get the word out there. So as my way of saying thank you to each and every one of you who have done that, I come up here usually once a week, but this has been 2 weeks since I've been here, so please forgive me. And I write all your names down, and then I get up here and I pull some cards for you guys. When I post this on YouTube, the names will be listed all below so that you know in which order your reading is. I'm not posting the names on my Facebook page, or not my Facebook. It will be posted on YouTube, but it will also be posted on the website. And I don't post all the names on the website. It's only on YouTube. So if you're looking for the order of it, look in the comment section, or not the comments, in the description section below. If you want your name on this list, then all you got to do is like these videos, share them, and then comment liked and shared on the videos. And then I will read for you the next week that I do the cards. Okay, so, and you guys, just one more thing. Please know that this is where I get my sanity from. This is my passion, helping people, interpreting the language of spirit, doing my work. This is my passion. So this is how I make myself feel better. So I decided today, and as a kind of makeup for it taking 2 weeks to get these up here, I'm going to pull cards from 2 different decks. So I have our normal Rider-Waite based kind of tarot cards. I've got 2 different types here, and the Gilded Tarot. But I also have these, which I love. They're by Doreen Virtue, and they're called the Wisdom Oracle. And so I think what I'm going to do is for each of you, I'm going to pull one of each, so that we can get a bigger picture on what's going on. So please remember that if your name is on the list and I'm pulling cards for you, to get your question clear in your mind, remember these cards are going to be answering the questions that you guys have asked. Time is fluid. Keep in mind that even though I'm pulling them now, which is kind of technically in the past because you're watching this in the future, Spirit is already, all of that energy is one. So they know your question. So ask your question very clear in your mind. Try to keep it as much of a yes and no question as possible so that I can answer it the best way possible. If it's a timing question, if you're like, will I, I don't know, will I move? Make sure you give it a timing thing, like will I move by this summer, or will this happen by this spring, or like be specific. If you just say when will this happen, I don't even know your question. How am I going to answer that? So try to keep it as yes and no as you possibly can. All right, so first up, Lulu Kadri. Please forgive me if I said your name wrong, but Lulu, love your name. Okay, Spirit, what do we have to say? I just heard shuffle those. Okay. We'll give them a good shuffle for you here, Lulu. Think of your question. Spirit. Oh, geez, angels, spirit guides. Tell us, give us some guidance for Lulu. What do you have to say? Not for you. Interesting. What's behind that? Never ending story. Oh, that looks interesting. So I'm going to read those after we do these ones because those two kind of go together. I think I know exactly what it's saying. I don't know your question, but that's definitely no, whatever you ask, not for you. Okay, so hold on. Spirit, give us some clarification on what this is for Lulu. Show me. Oh, definitely that one. Oh, you got a wish going on here. Something. And they fly on the floor. First rule when doing tarot, get used to Spirit taking them and going. Okay. Yeah, waiting for your ship to come in, a wish to be fulfilled. Oh, I know what this is exactly talking about here. All right, so I don't know what your question is, but but what this is telling me is that you're stuck in something that is not for you. You're in a same old story. This is never ending story. You're in something going round and round and round and round, or something that is not for you. And because of that, it is distracting you from what is really for you. So you have a dream or a wish that you are wanting to make happen, something that you are, this is like the dream card, the wish fulfillment, the having all your cups together. And this is business. This is the start of something, action. This is showing, woo, I'm throwing them around, showing that your ship is coming in. So this shows me that you're looking forward and you're thinking about what you could do, and not just what you could do, but you know something's coming, something's waiting. You're just waiting to be able to have this new start and for all of these wishes and dreams to come true. But it's blocked, honey, because of some never-ending story that you're living in. If you want something new in your life, you have to make room for it. If you always do what you've always done, you always get what you've always got. Do things differently. Let the old go. Oh my God, you guys, sometimes we're so scared to let the old go because we think that our cup will be empty. But if you let your cup get empty, then you can fill it up with what you want instead of what you don't want. You have wish fulfillment. You have a brand new beginning. It looks like business or work to me. And you're waiting. Your ship is about to come in, but you got to get in alignment with it, sweetie. You've got to line up with it, and you've got to let go of that which is not serving you anymore. I hope that helps you. All right, Pat Watt. Oh, Pat. All right, here we go. I got to move this away just a little bit so I don't knock it when I'm doing this. And you guys let me know. Hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, Pat. Spirit. Guidance. Influence. Answers. Ooh, yours fell out. A change in the wind. A change in the wind. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. Time to go. A change in the wind, time to go. This looks to me already, Pat, like you've been making some changes and you're getting to that point. It's interesting that you follow the person that we just had before, because she's trying to talk herself into making those changes so she can line up to what she's asking for. This tells me that you've already started to make those changes and that you're trying to figure out a way to move forward, to go, to leave that other story behind. So let me just see. I want these ones. Clarify this for me, Spirit. Please clarify this for me. Poor Pat. Yeah, exactly. Leaving things behind. See, you know that your ship is coming in. You know it. You can see it. You can feel it. Same card as I got the girl before. I'm telling you, that's what's crazy about this. Spirit lines you up together so that you can get the most out of each other's messages. You know your ship is coming in. You have been making these changes that you know you need to make. However, you're having trouble leaving it behind. See, it was reversed. This is the card of looking in a new direction for happiness, understanding that there is nothing more to get from this position. You have to be willing to leap out of your safe place and take a leap of faith. That's where you are right now, is having to make that leap of faith. So, God, show me one more. If she's taking that leap of faith, what is going to await her? Show me what happens when she takes that leap of faith. Whew, that one flew. Those ones flew. Aha, see? Four of Cups. There is something here. There is another path being offered, but you're too busy focusing on the things that are not working for you. Well, I don't think it's too busy focusing. I think that you're bored of those things that aren't working for you anymore, but there is some kind of offer that's here that you're not really thinking is all the energy that it is. You're kind of seeing it through the old lens. Like, you see how he's not really looking at it, right? This can show something coming in that you're not really seeing. It can be bored with where you are. It's bored with where you are, but not really seeing that new window of what's coming in, which is exactly what your cards are saying. Because here's the thing, you can't see that window until you leave the other situation behind. You just can't. But when you do, is that upside down? No, it's not. I don't have my glasses on. It's the Fool. It's a brand new beginning. No, this doesn't mean you're a fool. This is a brand new beginning. This is launching out into a new path with spirit, with faith, with love, with guidance. It's a brand new story, a brand new path. This old story, Pat, that you've been trying to leave behind is trying to go. You gotta let it go. You gotta embrace the new. And sometimes that means we got to let it go before our cup is filled up with something else. And that means that we just got to let that go and sit with the uncomfortableness of it for a little while and let God surprise us with what shows up. Sit with an empty cup for a day or two and let it fill up on its own with everything you've asked for. That's literally how this works. But you have to have the faith to let it go and to move on. I hope that helps. Okay, Marilyn, Thiel. Here we go, sweetie. Whoop, as I knock things around. All right, shuffle this. For Marilyn. Marilyn, Thiel. Ooh, that was easy. What is this? Truth be told. Oh, this could be getting interesting, Marilyn. This could be getting interesting. Something needs to come out, some kind of truth. Ooh, look at your cards just a popping with things that they're not even sure what they want to say. There we go. Oh, I told you something was freaking going on. Excuse my language, but this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so you have the truth be told card, which means that truth is coming out. Something's going to be revealed. There needs to be some clarity, some revelations in a situation. And then you have the chaos and conflict card coming out. This is just literally whatever this truth is, whatever this that needs to come out or be told is definitely causing some strife in your world right now. Oops, let me move that. I just want to pull one more. One more. I just heard. Pull one more. Okay, pull one more of these. What is going on? Poor Marilyn. Whoop, there it is. Clean it up. Isn't that interesting? Clean it up. That means you have the power. See, here's the thing. This is what you got going on here, Marilyn. Have you ever heard me talk about the 5-lane highway? That's exactly what this is. It's exactly what this is. So the 5-lane highway analogy is one that Spirit gave me very early on. Basically, it talks about how if you picture life like a highway, okay, and you're driving in the far left lane, and you're praying and asking God or asking your life, asking your loved ones to help you bring something in your world. Say you want to go to the town of Happy, let's say, okay? You're driving along on this highway and you're like, I want to go to the town of Happy. And so you're praying and you're saying, I want to go to the town of Happy. You see all these other cars going to the town of Happy and you just want to go to the town of Happy. So you're praying and you're asking for it. And so God or life says, okay, well, there's an exit for the town of Happy that's coming up in a couple of miles, but you got to get over here to your right lane so that you are lined up to connect with that exit. And most of us in our lives, we don't want to let go of where we are. We are comfortable where we are. We're comfortable in that far left lane, right? We don't want to have to like merge and look around us and our heartbeat. And what if this guy does this? And what if that guy does this? And I'm just going to stay right here. Bring me the exit to me. I can't move. God, you got to bring it to me. But you're still asking and you're still praying for it. So God loves us so much and the universe wants to give us our desires so much that guess what happens? Bam, they make an accident right in front of you. So now you can either smack right into it or you can weave around it and realign yourself to a position of safety. Now, guess what? When you do that, you're in the far right lane and God goes, perfect timing. Your exit's coming up. Now take that exit and now you're in Happy, you'll be on your road to Happy Town. This shows me something needs to come out. Some truth needs to be revealed. My psychic instinct tells me that this is something that you've been holding in for a while or somebody else has been holding in for a while because when it comes out, it causes chaos and conflict. But you have to have the big picture here. You have to be able to raise your consciousness up and look at the big picture. Things have to come out. You can't change what you don't acknowledge, right? So acknowledge the truth and then clean it up. Clean it up. You have the power. This is telling you right here. We're going to pull a couple of these clarifiers, but that's telling me that you have the ability and God is going to send you everyone and everything that you need to clean this up so that you are in the right road, in the right lane to connect with the destination you are asking to go. This is what alignment looks like. This is what protection looks like. Sometimes it can look like chaos if we have been resisting it for a while. If you hadn't been resisting, then it doesn't have to go to this big accident in front of you, right? God will give you a little nudge, and if you get some courage and you move yourself over little by little, you'll be in the right lane. But if you don't have that fear and it has to be a big boom, then it looks worse than it is. It's actually meant to help you, not hurt you. So can we get some clarifiers here, please? Clarifiers. Yeah, holding on to everything that you have. What did I just say? You're going to be okay. This money card, you're going to be able to hold on to what you have. You're not going to lose what you have. This is the, hold on a second. I just heard something when I picked that up. So this is people coming in or things coming in to help you. Remember what I said? God will send you whoever you need when you need it. There is people around you. But see, the thing is about this, I get a feeling someone from your past, maybe even somebody that you're not looking at, or this is like somebody you haven't seen in a while, but there's a gift being given here. I don't know if you can see that. Could have something to do with children as well. Somebody made a bad call. You're worried about a bad call or a judgment call that you have to make. That's what this is. These two cards together, this is judgment and this is perseverance. Okay, so this is telling me that you are trying to make a judgment call that will affect your kids, that will affect your home and family, that will help you to keep everything together, and keep this moving forward in a new direction. This is new business, new things going forward, things happening, new ideas, new situations, implementation. So here's the thing, the wands are not just an idea. This is the implementation of a new action. Whatever's been going on here has been going for so long that it's been pulling your vibration down, it looks like, and you've been just trying to keep up. But when you make this choice and decision to put your kids first, put your family first, there's going to be people that will surround you, that will help you with this. You do have what it takes to persevere and start this new beginning. Wow, Marilyn, I feel you, girl. I feel you. It's been one heck of a couple of weeks for me too. So you got this. You got this. I hope that helps. All right, Tammy Smythe. Tammy Smythe. Tammy, you are a friend of my sister's. Although I think it's been a year or two since we've spoken. So interesting to see your name on my list. Hello. Okay. So, Spirit, what can you tell us for Tammy? Answers, clarity, reassurance. Can you give me for Tammy? Here we go. Treasure Island. Ooh, I like the sound of that so far. We got anything else? Yeah. And blessed. Oh, girl, I'm so happy for you. Okay, Treasure Island. This is a roadmap. This talks about that you're not where you want to be yet, but this shows that you've got the map, right? This is the map to Treasure Island. This shows that whatever your question was about is talking about that is a good map, that you've got a good vibrational creation of something going on. And you, but I don't think you're quite there yet, but you're blessed, sweetie. I think this is talking about you focusing on the blessings around you and being very grateful. I do feel a change in your energy as I'm reading these cards. I got to be honest with you, a change in your energy from when I knew you before, because this is showing me that you are focused on being blessed. You are focused on the things that you like and you love in your world and where you want to go. And that old story, that old past is not constantly pulling your attention there, because this is all future, sweetie. This is all future. That is interesting. All right, let's see what the clarifiers are here. Come on, I heard shuffle it 3 times. That was weird. Okay, shuffling 3 times. One more. All right, clarifiers, please. I told you. I don't know what this idea is, girl, but you are blessed. You have money. This is inheritance. This is family. Are you guys like starting a business together, you and Andy? That's your boyfriend, her boyfriend, just in case anyone's watching. I don't know what this is, but the outcome, the clarity is 10 of Pentacles, which is an enormous amount of money. So that exactly, I don't know what your question was, but it sounds like you've asked, if I did this, would it be worthwhile? And the answer is that idea, whatever you asked about, is your Treasure Island map. That is the map to Treasure Island. You will be blessed and you will be overcome with money. This will be a good legacy, a tradition, all good things. Anything else? That's weird. There is another card that is open. Yeah, see, I knew it was you and Andy, or you and your boyfriend. I think this is you guys doing something together, because here this is the big picture, clarity, having the mental ability to be able to make a situation happen, seeing the big picture. It can indicate somebody that is of assistance to you, that you might need, that like lawyers, contractors, people like that. Whatever this is looking like yes. Whatever you asked your question is yes, 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 and yes. So good to see you're doing well, sweetie. That's good to hear. And if you're not doing well, then you had an idea on how to get well, and I'd suggest you focus on that, because like I said, it leads to so many blessings and love and money. All right, Kim Paul, my old friend Kim Paul. How you doing, girl? Oh, I love your energy. You have come so far, kind of like me, hey? We were in a similar place a long time ago. All right, so where are you now? Spirit, what is going on with Kim now? What is going on with my friend Kim? My hair's in my way today. What is going on with Kim? Oh, Kim, be blessed. I'm going to pull another one. Oh, bless, bless, bless. Actually, I don't have to. I'm just right on the bottom. The fates, the fates, the fates, the fates. Everything is coming in to help you right now. You are fated to be in exactly the position you are in right now, exactly where you're supposed to be, which doesn't always mean that we are in a perfect position of bliss and happiness. I mean, I think you're moving forward to that. I think you are vibrating in this feeling of blessed these days. And that feeling of blessed is pulling in all of the fates. Oh, hold on. They're all working together for you. I want to see a clarifier here. Clarifier. Some kind of opportunity you're not really paying attention to. Hold on. Or that you're thinking about, but it's just a thought. Hold on. Oh. And the money. And the person. Oh, interesting. Kim, what is your question? Hold on. Leave it to you to make it complicated, Kim. Was it yes or no? All right. Well, we're recording again. Kim, I don't know. Okay. Are we recording now? That was weird. Your loved one's energy are so powerful, they just literally cut out the entire feed of this. That was so weird, Kim. So I don't know if you got all of that, so I'm just going to repeat this a little bit. We are still recording, right? Okay, this could be an interesting upload. Sorry about that, you guys. When you're working with dead people and spirit, technology, don't even try to control it. Okay, so again, we got blessed. We got the fates all being around you, helping to guide you. I think you're a little bored with where you are, and that's supposed to be the case. You're supposed to be getting interested in moving beyond this. There is people here that are going to help you. Hold on, I want to look up that in here in my book because I think there is something that's trying to get my attention. Hold on. Sometimes when I read things out of my book, this is, in case you're wondering what this is all of my understandings of the tarot. Sometimes when I look at it and read it, things will pop out at me. Yeah, moving forward with solid pace. Oh, that's exactly, okay, that's what I needed to remember. This is you. Disciplined, hardworking, moving forward, doing better, making the changes you need to make, becoming stable. But don't let stability get bored, right? Don't let stability make you bored. Remember that the fates are here to help you. Oh, and look what's on the bottom of the deck again. The 10 of Pentacles. You have money, abundance, inheritance, all of this stuff coming in. I think you had to get, I want to pull one more of these because I think you had to get comfortable. Yeah, see, look at, I don't even have to pull one more of these because what's right underneath of the face is flexible. You had to learn to become flexible and how to look at your current situation as a positive and not a negative. And now that you are looking at your situation as a positive, not a negative, you're seeing the blessings. You're seeing how the fates guided you to be exactly where you needed to be when you needed it. You're seeing yourself develop into this stable, hardworking, trustworthy person. And next stage is to not let yourself get bored with that. Find your yang. This is where everything gets better. This is where you start focusing on that which makes you happy and watching life dazzle you. That's where you are right now, honey. So when you start to feel that little bit of boredom in this blessing-filled life now, then instead of allowing that to cause you to make some old choices, I want you to think about, wow, so if I'm this blessed and I can have anything I want now, what am I going to do with this? And put your attention into doing something new, because I promise you it will lead to doing new things leads to new thoughts and new experiences. New thoughts lead to new feelings. New thoughts and feelings need to lead to new choices and decisions. New choices and decisions lead to new experiences. New experiences stimulate new thoughts. New thoughts stimulate new emotions. New thoughts and emotions cause new choices. You see how this goes round and round and round and round. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and go into the new, because that's where the surprises are and the blessings are hiding, in the new, not in the old. Oh, proud of you, girl. Hope that helps you. Okay. Kelly Moore Decamp. Kelly Moore Decamp. What was your name, Kelly? Okay. Kelly Moore. Every time I hear the name Kelly, I think of this girl that I went to high school with. I won't say her last name. I doubt she watches me, but just in case, she was like the prettiest girl I ever saw. She had long blonde hair, and I don't know if her mom was a hairdresser or what, but damn, her hair was beautiful. Every single day she showed up in beautiful braids, and I literally learned to French braid by seeing her hair. Just gorgeous. Anyway, these are not all interesting. I don't know if that is, well, I'm going to take that into account. I just saw one that was already flipped over, but I was distracted with what I was saying, so I'm not going to accept it. Let me just focus. All right, Spirit, tell me what the answer is for Kelly. What do you have to say for Kelly? Unfinished sympathy. Symphony, not sympathy. Unfinished symphony. That's interesting. Something's going on that is not ending. Something is not done. Usually a case of trying to move forward, but something's not quite done. And soulmates. I wonder if you're dealing with a relationship that hasn't quite finished, or that some type of relationship issues maybe that, I don't know, you thought this person was your soulmate. I don't know. This sounds interesting. All right, Kelly, you gave us some spice here. Let's see what's going on. Clarify this, please, Tarot. Thank you. Oh, I'm feeling like you got knocked off your horse, carrying a burden. This did come out reverse. This is one of the few cards I will accept reverse, because it kind of gives you an idea of emotionally how you're taking this energy. This is like feeling like you got knocked off your horse. Again, this feels relationship. Even though we got wands, you got that burden card coming up. Sorrow, loss, looking in a new direction for happiness. It's almost like you feel like you can't move on, even though there's this burden going on, and you feel like this whole thing has knocked you off your horse and caused sadness. It's hard to move on if you keep telling yourself this is your soulmate, right? I think that's what's going on. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. The leader, the king, the guy that controls the money, the power structure in the relationship, right? Interesting. What else do we have to say? The world card, and then a cycle that has to complete itself. That's where you are right now. So I don't know what your question was. If your question is like, is this going to get better? I think you have to end the cycle, sweetie. I think you have to end the cycle. Spirit? Well, we got cards all kinds of ways here. Hold on, honey. Hold on. What is this? Oh, another one. Interesting. See, even you got the cards even twisted. Okay, let me just give them a good shuffle. Spirit, give her something else. So if this is where she's stuck, what is she supposed to do? What is this helping? Like, is she supposed to move forward? Like, where does the joy come from? What is the advice here? What is balance? You're supposed to keep your balance. You're supposed to know that you have what you need to keep all of your balls in the air, to be able to do what you need to do. You got a whole story coming here, honey. Oh my goodness sake. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely relationship. You got the Lover's card. You got the Lover's card. You got the Ace of Swords reversed. Again, one of the cards that I kind of look at as, yes, you have the ability to cut through all these obstacles, but I feel like you're not feeling clear at the moment. You're feeling a little bit, I would say, I think you know that this This is not going, unfinished symphony. Something is not done. But as I'm reading these, I get the impression that you know that that you have to move away from this energy, even though you think of this person as your soulmate. You're kind of struggling back and forth between this, trying to have this balance and figure out how to make this new path for myself, figuring out how to create this new relationship, this new contract, how to do things differently. And it could be with money wise, like this almost looks like child support or something like that. But then I love these cards. I have to tell you, I love these cards, these next ones, because I asked Spirit before I pulled them to tell us what you're supposed to do. And you got the Magician. The Magician is the card of implementation. It is the card of having all of your tools, having everything you need to implement manifestation that you need to take this new, there's always a new, it's the first card in the tarot, right? You're feeling a little bit pessimistic right now. You're talking about things negatively. The star card is reversed, I'm going to read the thing right in it actually, because to me what I see that as is like pessimism, not looking at the end of the cup instead of or looking at, gosh, I can't even talk. Let me just read the book. Block, stagnant, lack of self-trust. There we go. Lack of creativity, artistic block, not trusting self or universe. Unrecognized for contributions or talents. Heck, you see why I think this is a relationship? Every relationship I've ever been ended has always been unrecognized for contributions or talents. Healing, not yet healed. This is talking about you, trying to make new decisions, trying to move forward, even though, and implement this new action, even though you feel stuck. But here's some good news, sweetie. You got the Wheel of Fortune. The last card was that you got the Wheel of Fortune. There's incredible luck waiting to come into your world, sweetie. And I want to pull one more of these because I think I know exactly what they're saying. And that is you've got, and that's what we've been talking about this whole tarot card readings today, is that even though we're in a tight situation now, you've got to be able to raise your consciousness above it, see the big picture, talk to yourself, parent yourself through this, and you will get through this. Do not let that negative self-talk take over. Do not let that negative self-talk take over. Yes. Let serendipity do its job. Serendipity. This is coincidence, cooperative incidences. This is God. This is when, you're having a bad day and that person just buys you a coffee and changes your mood. When you need a new house and you've been looking for months and you can't find it. So finally you give up. You say, okay, fine, God, it's in your hands. And the next day, there it is. That's serendipity. Things are going to work out exactly the way that you want them. But first you have to vibrationally create them. Thoughts and words have vibrations, and vibrations are what create our physical reality. Start creating vibrationally what you want to see manifest and show up in your physical world. Serendipity will do the rest. You got this. Oh, silly hair. I hope that was helpful. I hope. Okay, Sandra Flanagan. Sandra. Same name as my auntie. Sandra Flanagan. All right, what do you have for Sandra? Woo, did you see that one pop? Oh, I love that. Okay, well, depends. It says breathe, just in case you're wondering. What else, Spirit? What else? Sandra, what do we have for Sandra? Answers, clarity, wisdom, or insight can you give to Sandra? Okay, get two more pop out there. First, we have clean it up. And truth be told, isn't that interesting? You have clean it up, breathe, and truth be told. And what's interesting is the way the cards fell was on either side of breathe. You know what? And I think the order is very important here, because as I'm looking at this, I almost wanted to rearrange them and go, well, don't you have to breathe? Then truth be told, tell the truth or let it out. truth be told is about either revealing a truth that you've been holding in or a truth being revealed to you that has been held in for a long time. So I thought maybe these were out of order, but as I'm looking at them, I'm feeling a story here. They're not out of order. I feel like you've been trying to clean something up in your world. You've been trying to rearrange things and move things in a new direction and clean up your world. You've been trying to breathe and, talk yourself through it. Exactly everything that you hear me talking about all the time, parent yourself through this. And then once you do that, there's a truth that is revealed. I almost feel like, especially when I touch this card, it almost feels like a reminder that you clean up your world, you breathe through this, you focus on yourself, and then the truth will come to you. When I hold that card, when I touch this card, I feel like a longed for truth. I feel like you just have been wanting the truth for so freaking long and you gave up trying to get it. So you started cleaning up your world. You started talking yourself through it and breathing. And that's when I feel that this gets revealed, or that it's either that this gets revealed to you or you reveal it after you've done the work to clean yourself up and breathe through it. So let's get some clarification here. Spirit, please clarify. Okay, let me just shuffle. Please clarify this for Sandra. Interesting. No doubt. Feeling tied up in knots. The thing about this card I want you to remember, though, is that she looks tied up, right? She looks like she's tied. She looks like she's blindfolded, her hands behind her back. Here's the thing. She's standing, it's kind of hard to see on this deck, but in other decks, it shows it really clear. I'm going to try to move my hand so that you guys can see it. She's standing in some shallow water here. Now, water in tarot especially represents emotions, right? So she's feeling all tied up in knots over some of these shallow emotions. But here's the thing. Don't take offense to that shallow emotion comment. I'm going to go further into that. But listen, here's the thing. Wow. Isn't that weird? Are we recording again? I got to put my glasses on to even see if we're recording here. I'm sorry. The internet keeps getting kicked out today. Yes, it looks like we are recording just fine. How annoying is that? All right. So I hope you caught most of that. Again, the internet just keeps kicking out today. There is so much spiritual interference going on in this world, you guys. I don't even know what to say. Okay, anyway. As I was saying, you're all tied up in knots here. And the thing is that she's standing in shallow water. Shallow or water indicates emotions. And this is telling me that what you're all tied up in knots about is something that, something you can control, because look at her feet. Do you see her feet there? Her feet aren't tied, right? So that means she could wiggle out of that. She could get herself out of that. This card always reminds me of like a little child when you put them into, you ever go into a river with like a 5-year-old and they get terrified. You put their feet down and they're like, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. And you're like, dude, just stand up. It only comes up to your waist. Like stand, put your feet on the ground. You're not drowning. You ever you see a child in that situation? That's what this card kind of reminds me of. Because it's like, yes, there is danger around you. You're not dumb. You're not making that up. But you have the ability to control this if you want. You're not totally powerless here. Put this together with the cards that you had, that you've been cleaning up a situation, you've been trying to breathe through it. I think that you've been trying to talk yourself through that this is talking yourself through that. And what's interesting is when it's by the truth be told thing here, I feel like you've been tied up at knots about whatever this is that has to be told, or that you are going to be told, whatever that information is you're waiting for. Has to do with somebody not being truthful. We got that King of Cups here. Reversed pain and broken heart. Yeah. Again, I think it's a relationship. I think you've been waiting on this person to tell you the truth. But upside down, like reversed, this King of Cups is very cold, very shallow, very mean, very does not care about anyone's feelings but his own. The Three Swords is pain. It's just pain. It's constant pain. And that cycle is ending. And you are moving into a new cycle, a cycle that the Fool represents everything brand new, everything, a new path, a wonderful new attitude, a new everything. This is going to turn out better than you expect. Well, let me get one more thing here. I think that the way I want to end this is that it's going to last as long as it has to until you wiggle out of this. Once you wiggle out of that and get your power back and your truth, I see a conclusion coming very soon. So am I right, Spirit? Am I right? Will this be concluded once she has a firm focus on where she's going and undoes herself, like from these knots? Yep. Yeah, okay, so this is interesting. The ultimate outcome card here, hun, is the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, lavish, luxury, wealth, abundance. Look at her. She is decked right out. Has everything she needs. But there is some complications with these two shitty characters here that are definitely complicating this somehow. So here's the thing. Focus on yourself going forward. You're doing a great job. Keep breathing. Keep breathing because the universe is going to guide you right through this. But don't view yourself as stuck. View yourself as going through this challenge. You know what? I heard a saying somewhere a long time ago, and I think it applies here. What you are going through can either be punishment or tuition. If you view it as punishment, then it takes you nowhere. And it's useless and it's pointless. If you can view it as tuition, and what I mean by that, as we pay to go to college, right? Do you think that when we pay to go to college, do you think we enjoy having to do the tests and the, essays and all of that stuff? People stay up for, hours and hours, days and days. They study, they make themselves sick, they stress over it. That is tuition. They paid tuition for that, right? And they paid tuition to learn the lessons that they need so they can become who they want to become. You're in a challenge that is just tuition. Don't look at it as punishment. This is tuition because there is something so much greater and better than you have imagined for yourself that's coming into your world. But you've got to create it here before you can see it here. So keep going. You're doing great. Just breathe. All right, Kristy Snider. Kristy. Here we go. Every time I say your name, I hear engines. I do think I remember who you are because now every time I say your name, I hear engines. So that's like a dead giveaway. Okay, anyway, Kristy. They said shuffle that again. Think about Kristy, not the engines. All right. See? Spirit's bossy. All right, Spirit. What do you have to say for Kristy? What do you have to say to Kristy? Spirit. Advice, guidance, wisdom. Woo! Did you see those fly, girl? Oh, don't like that. Oh, no, that I do like. I thought it was a different one. Woohoo! This I really like, actually. A change in the wind. You're doing things differently. This means change is coming. You can see it. In the wind, I feel like you're starting to embrace it and you know this change is coming and you're starting to move on a new path. And what's interesting is that comes with the Treasure Island card, which what this card means is this card is the map for me. This shows me that you've got something, an idea, something that you know in the future that is where the gold is, which is where happiness, love, joy, success, wealth, whatever it is that you're going for here, you know where that is now. You've got the map. This is the map. So this shows that things are changing. Winds of change are pushing you. Now you have the map to go to where you need to go. See, the first stage, we can't get to somewhere if we don't know it exists, right? So you can't go to Treasure Island if you don't know it's there, right? So first you have to create the change in your world that will line you up with the knowledge that tells you that it's there. Once you have that knowledge, you have to develop the map on how to get there. This is the map. I'm going to pull one more. What is the conclusion? Create, co-create. Oh, interesting. Co-create. This is you working with somebody else to create something. That's what the path is about. Moving forward on this new path. You see the path, but I think you're trying to, I really feel like you're trying to co-create with somebody in a way that, like, so that tells me you're not there yet, but you're trying to get there. You're trying to work with this other person. You know you have to work with another person to make this happen. I almost wonder if this is like a family business. This co-creation of a family business. It's not just you. You're in this together. I do know that you have a son that is passed. I think this is his way of letting you know that he is co-creating with you as well. See, when I say that, it comes right out. Yes. What did I just say? Oh my God, you're going to love this, Kristy. Oh, that just literally gave me goosebumps up and down my whole body. Your family has been rocked with change. You lost a child. That's horrific. And you're trying to see a new path to move forward, obviously. You've got an idea, you're moving forward. But in order to make that happen, you have to be able to co-create, not just with yourself, but with your son. Because this is an unfinished symphony. Oh, Tracy, speak. You just ruined it. Unfinished sympathy. Breathe. He's having fun in my head right now. Can I say this again? Symphony, 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 unfinished symphony, which means that whatever this is that you are creating, your son is doing it with you because your time with him is not over. It is still happening. He is a big player in this, helping you co-create this. You can't do this without him, whatever it is. Ask me, I want some validation here. Show me what this is. Show me where this is going for her. Show me what this means. What are all of these? You've been in indecision for a while. The Two of Swords is a card of indecision, of not knowing which choice to make, of not knowing where to go. And I could see that absolutely if you were going through the winds of change. Everything is very confusing. And then you have the Seven of Swords reversed. Now, this is very important to understand reverse because the Seven of Swords is the feeling of trickery and betrayal and deception. And I can only imagine that all of those feelings that came with the losing of your son. But this is the revealing of those things that were holding you back. This is the revealing of something that, I don't know exactly, because see, then you have the Hierophant, beliefs, thoughts, power structure, the old way of doing things. And I don't know, I almost wonder if somebody was doing something that was holding you back. I'm going to ask for one more, and it got revealed, and you found out about it. Interesting. I don't know what that is. I'm going to try this. One more. Give me one more. What are we talking about here? Yeah. Having to use your intuition to get to the bottom of this. I feel like I felt deceived. What is this? One more. Or two. Gave me two. Gave me three. Anxiety, stress, feeling very defensive, having to be, take charge. Yeah, I don't know what this, see, here's the thing. This actually, let me read this a little bit differently. This isn't work, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what you're trying to create, but it feels definitely something to do with work or move forward. You've been in indecision for a while. Something had to get revealed about changing your belief systems, changing the way that you do things. Maybe it can even be your belief systems around death and your belief systems in how to implement and manifest things in your world. That could be what this is talking about, doing things a little bit differently, because then it's talking about intuition, using your intuition, knowing that you know the right thing to do. Even though you've been extremely stressed about this card is just literally being all up in your head, overthinking something, being very stressed. This is the perseverance. You have everything you need to defend yourself, to persevere, and to move forward into this Queen of Wands energy, which is very fiery, passionate. It can be very abundant, very like sexual, passionate. It doesn't have to be sexual. He's laughing. When I say this, all I can hear is your son in my head. But you know what I mean. This is the energy that comes in when you clear out this whole thing. Now, because I'm not in your situation, I don't even exactly know what that whole thing is here, but I do know that this is what your son is trying to co-create with you. This is what is unfinished. This is what he wants to help, bring the winds of change through so that you can get to the treasure island. So whatever you are going through right now, make sure you ask your son for help. Make sure you ask your loved ones for help and just get into alignment with it. And don't get pissed off when things don't go your way or things don't go the way that you thought they should go. Remember that our loved ones have a different perspective than we do. We can only see what's directly in front of us, and we think we know what's on the other side of that wall or what's on the other side of that corner, but we don't have a clear picture. They do. So if they guide you into a new perspective or into a new thing, don't be pissed off. Give gratitude and ask for clarity to show you what the big picture is if you don't know. But move in that direction. And something exciting is coming in your world when you move in that direction, because all I saw is that Queen of Wands, and she is master. She is business. She is passion. She is moving forward. She is awesome. So that is where you're moving towards. I hope that helps. Did I miss somebody? I don't think I did. Okay, Charlene Valvasori Johnson. Charlene Johnson. Here we go. Spirit, what do you have to say for Charlene Johnson? What answers? Guidance or wisdom? Oh, we got a couple here. A few, actually. A fork in the road. Regeneration. And time for a nap. Oh, wow. Okay, I understand exactly what that means. So, yeah, okay, regeneration. Something is being made clear, the old. So let's think about, when we think about regeneration, I always think about farmers' fields. You know, when they burn down their old fields to make it regrow into something that is full of life. I don't have the words to explain it properly, but you get what I'm saying. Sometimes we have to burn down the old, not literally, but the old has to go away in order to regenerate and to make room for the new and to build it back up in a way that is safe and healthy and happy and regenerated. A fork in the road shows me that you're kind of stuck on which way to go. There's one of those situations where it's like, do I go this way? Do I go that way? I don't know which decision to make. You're trying to regenerate your life. And what I get from this is you don't want to make a decision that's going down the old path of doing the same things you've always done. You're trying to do things a little bit differently now. And it's that tension of, that tension of being so focused on doing things differently and needing to make a decision can actually cause you to focus more on the stress than on the letting in, on the alignment of what you're asking for. So that's why you have this card. Go for a nap. Time for a nap. Because that just means you got to give it some time. You just got to let go of trying to force it. There's sometimes things that we want right now. Oh, trust me, I'm in this right now as myself. I am absolutely going through all three of these: regeneration, a fork in the road, and time for a nap. It is most definitely time for a nap sometimes. In fact, I did that yesterday, just because when our energy is stressed, sometimes the only thing you can do, and this is what I hear in my head sometimes now, I will hear spirit say, Tracy, you are in a tizzy. Lay down, go for a nap, go to sleep it off. You know how you've heard that saying, we wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Sometimes you just need to let it go for a nap, and wake up in a new energy. Don't let yourself white knuckle it. Do you know what white knuckling it means? It means when you're holding on so tight that your knuckles turn white. That energy literally pinches off the hose of good things trying to come into your life. So if you're at a fork in the road and you're not sure which direction to go to facilitate this regeneration, just let go and let God. Give it to him, lay down and have a nap, and wake up and just try to align yourself in the energies that feel good. That's your roadmap. Your heart is your roadmap. If your choice, if thinking about making a choice here feels stressful and bad and negative, then don't do it. If make the choice that aligns with your heart feeling good, and everything will turn out. So let's see some clarity here for Charlene. Give me some clarity on these cards for Charlene. Show me. She needs to know. Yeah, judgment. Again, you're trying to make a call. You got a big call. You got a big judgment to make here. There is a major call that you're trying to make here. Hold on. Something that's going to affect you for a while. You've been working hard at this. The Eight of Pentacles, working hard towards something. Not wanting to make the wrong choice here. You put a lot of effort into this. No wonder that you're at a fork in the road and don't want to make the wrong choice. You are building something, creating something. This is the Empress. It stands for manifestation, nurturing, creation, birth, pregnancy, that kind of thing. I really don't get birth and pregnancy from this though, unless we're talking about a new something with work, something you've been working on really hard that you're trying to birth, something you're trying to bring into this world. Like I said, I resonate highly with this reading, Charlene, because I'm trying to birth something in this world too. My THM center, pain in the ass. I kind of at a fork in the road as well. So this is so positive though. Anything else, Spirit? Is there any other thing you can say to help Charlene here? Anything else that will help her? Yeah. Leave behind that old attitude of sorrow. The only thing that is preventing you from getting into alignment with what you're asking for is you're not in the right mood. Literally. I know that sounds weird, right? But think about it. Sometimes that's what alignment is. It's like our energies, our emotions go out, and we can only call in what we are putting out. So if you have been working really, really freaking hard to birth this in, but you're stressed about it, then you're just getting more stressed. If you start getting excited about what you are birthing in and leaving behind the disappointment and the loss, then it's going to come right in. It's going to, bam, flow in like that. You definitely have that. This is the conclusion, a birth, a new something coming in. So I'm so glad. Thank you, Charlene. I needed to hear that as well. That's absolutely right. So what do we do? How do we get ourselves happy? How do we get ourselves into that vibration of feeling how we're going to feel when we create whatever it is we're going to create? And that is, well, I'll tell you what, after work today, I'm going to go bake some cupcakes and give them to my ex because he did some work for me that he didn't have to do around here. And it's co-parenting at its finest, right? So that's an old issue that used to give me a lot of trouble and a lot of headaches. And so now I have figured out how to give, and then he gives. And so if I can just appreciate that old story that we have created new, then, and I get into that mode of appreciation, then things that will match that vibration of creating new and appreciation will just fall in. So it's about letting go of white knuckling, whatever it is, that whatever that, fork in the road is that you're trying to make this decision on, letting go of it, focus on something that feels good, that feels like the emotion that you're wanting to gain, and watch it come in. I hope that was helpful, sweetie. All right, next. I have, hold on, let me scratch it out so I don't screw this up. We have Madeline Desjarlais. Desjarlais. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Madeline, but I hope so. So we'll just call you Madeline. All right, Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom can you give to Madeline? Answers, clarity, wisdom, or answers can you give for Madeline? Oh, I love this for you. This card is popping out a lot today. We got blessed. Ooh, I like that. I like that. What else? What else can you tell me for Madeline? Answers, clarity, wisdom. Mending. Ooh, you've been making something better. You are blessed and a blessing for someone, I keep hearing. Blessed and a blessing. Anything else? Yeah, here we go. Loyal heart. Oh, sweetie, this is amazing. Oh, you're mending yourself with somebody else's loyal heart. I feel love coming in here, sweetie. I feel like you're focusing on your blessings, on mending your heart. So exactly what we were just talking about before, getting into the perspective of being blessed helps you to mend. It's interesting. Getting into the perspective of being blessed helps you to mend those old energies from the past and gives you somebody with a loyal heart. Because I think that's what you've been asking for. And I think that you are seeing yourself as somebody with a loyal heart, I just want to say. I really feel as I'm feeling these that you are enjoying being that loyal person. You are enjoying seeing yourself through those eyes. You are enjoying people being happy with you. You are enjoying the blessings that come from mending a situation and finding loyalty with somebody again. As I say that, I see your shift coming in. This is you being able to see the positives coming now. You know you're in a good place, and you know, I love this. Well, on other decks, you can see the ship more clearly. In this one, it's just right down there in the very corner. But the thing is, he can see it. He's standing there waiting because he knows it's there. It's a different energy than like the Two of Wands per se, where you're just like, well, I know someday, but no, here you're standing on the shore. You're like, that one, that's my ship. I'm gonna wait right here. It's coming in. What else? Woo! Madeline, that one flew, grew wings and flew. Oh yeah, see, girl, it's all sunshine and rainbows for you. Ace of Pentacles. Money, financial, creation, home, abundance. Woo, what is this actually? I'm just curious. What does this one say? Healthy, grounded in extremely concrete way. Home, job, car, material goods in life, beginning a new project. That's what I was looking for. It can also indicate birth or pregnancy. It just really means satisfaction. There is an element of working with your hands with this, possibly, but I just really see that whatever this mending is has caused so much joy, love, abundance, possibilities in your world. Look, I barely even touch them and they jump out at me. Yes, soulmate card, the card of the home, card of everything being in balance. Oh my goodness sake, here you look at how much better could this be, Madeline. I swear to God, if I asked for every good card in the deck to come out, they just did. The Three of Cups, celebration, getting together with other people, celebrating what we are creating here. There is again an element of the home. The Three of Pentacles, which is also a working together element, a working together energy, which is again going together with mending. There's more than one people, a co-creating kind of energy, right? You've got strength and the happiest family card in the deck. The happiest family, commitment, love, all of those things, strength, courage, fear, lack of fear, just all courage and love. And what a great way to end it. That's just as happy as you can be. Oh, Madeline, I don't know what changes you made, but you are absolutely on the right track, sweetie. You are absolutely, keep doing what you are doing. And I hope that helps. All right, Audrey Whitehawk. Audrey, you sent me a beautiful letter, although at this moment I don't remember everything that was said in that letter. I'm only, actually, as I'm saying this now, I heard somebody in my head go, well, she did talk about privacy. If that's the case, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to use your first name. All right, so Audrey, Spirit, what What answers, clarity, wisdom, or insight can you give to Audrey right now? I'm hearing changes in my head, so that's interesting. Answers, clarity, and wisdom. Take a breath, Audrey. I want you to take a breath for me for a minute, honey. I can feel your stress as I'm shuffling. And this is, you haven't even seen this yet, so you're in the future, and I can already feel it. So I want you to take a breathe in of everything good and loving and amazing in the world, and I want you to breathe out all of your fears and negativity and doubts. Anything, get it out. Now, perfect. Now I want you to focus on your question, okay? Focus on your question. Try to make it as yes or no as you can so that these can answer you the clearest. All right. Spirit, answers, clarity, and wisdom for Audrey. Now we're talking. Answers, clarity, and wisdom for Audrey. All right. We got a story coming. Community, milk and honey, and not for you. Oh, interesting. No wonder I had to make you breathe. You have some very, you have some very contrasting emotions going on here. So hold on. I want to just look up this one for a minute. So community is very simple. This is working with a community, working with other people, trying to implement something. Milk and honey. I just want to make sure I'm not as familiar with this one. So give me a minute, you guys. Give me a minute. Here we go. Milk and honey. The taste of prosperity, opportunities, born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've earned a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. You know what? That is so weird. I'm just going to say what I'm picking up. You know what I'm getting from this is that I don't know, there's something about working with a community or being within a community. And I feel like you're supposed to be thinking of this as your milk and honey, that you're supposed to be, I don't know, but that there's this thing that is like not from you. It's almost like, okay, well, that's nice. That can be milk and honey for someone else, but maybe I don't like milk or honey. Maybe I want, water and crackers. Who knows, right? Like, I don't know. This is interesting. So I'm definitely want some clarification here. Spirit, please give me some clarification. Holding on to what you have with the Four of Pentacles. Feeling completely defeated, like there's nowhere to go but here, or nowhere to go, like you're done for. A new project, the Hanged Man, standing up for beliefs, feeling unclear. You know what? This is exactly what I thought it was. Is that I feel like you did something that was expected of you, that was supposed to bring the milk and honey, that was supposed to bring you the happiness, the prosperity, the everything you thought. But you're not happy. Clearly, you're not happy. You're holding on to what you have, what you need financially, but it's causing this feeling where you just feel like you're done. You're done. Like done. Like I don't know how much more done you can get. There's 10 swords in his back. Done. But the beauty of this is that it's urging you to go in a new direction for happiness. You have to recognize that this is not bringing you happiness, even though this community or these old, by community, I want to say support system, that people rallied around you to help you. I don't feel like people told you to go down this path, or you decided to go down this path because you thought that it was not going to help you, or that you didn't think this was going to be for you. I think you thought it would be great for you, but you get here and you got this. I think you're realizing that it's not fulfilling you. And you know what I keep getting from this is I keep getting from this another analogy that Spirit gave me, and that's called the kindergarten effect, which means that sometimes things are right for us in a moment, or for a period of time. But that does not mean that they are right for us forever. So we go to kindergarten for a year, but that doesn't mean that we stay in kindergarten. Every year we go back. We have to graduate, right? So if you are stuck in the mentality of, well, I worked my ass off to get here and a lot of people helped me get here, and if I don't keep this position, if I don't stay here, then I'm letting them down. And if you get stuck in that attitude, then you're not going to be happy. And I think I think you've been in that attitude for a little while. I think you're starting to see that you're not happy. You're just barely holding on. You're holding on to what you have. You're holding on to, you're making do, but you're not thriving. You're not thriving. But thriving is possible because you have this new idea. There's this new project, this new idea. The page also indicates an offer, possibly. Somebody's made you a new offer. Maybe not somebody specifically. It could be spirit. It could be God that has aligned you with just seeing it, something that could be different, that could take you in a new place. But you have the Hanged Man. But the good thing is the Hanged Man's reverse, which is my sign for implementation, of waiting for a long time and then going, you know what, I'm done waiting, I'm going for it. But you are going to have to stand up for your beliefs, your thoughts, your beliefs, and you're going to, and maybe that's where the community card comes into, because everybody is going to be like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're going to go do this? You worked your ass off to get here. And now it's almost like you worked your ass off to become a doctor. And now you just want to go back to school to be a lawyer. Like, what the heck? And you're going to have to stand up for yourself. You're going to have to stand up for your beliefs and your values. And you're going to have to just, you know what, move away from the people that are poo-pooing you and move towards the people that are supporting you, because there's going to be a new community that will show up and will help you get to where you need to go, to your milk and honey. So don't be afraid to let go of the old and embrace the new. It's worth it. I promise you. I hope that was helpful. Okay, Chloe Monette, my friend. I am going to try to not reveal. I know a little bit too much about what's going on in your world right now, so I'm going to try to maintain some privacy here. But because I know what's going on in your world, I don't know what your specific question is, but I do know what's going on in your world, so hopefully I'll be able to answer these even a little clearer for you. So keep your question apparent. Spirit, what, and God, Jesus, angels, all of you, what guidance, answers, clarity, and wisdom can you provide for Chloe? One at a time, guys, or two at a time. Regeneration, oh, absolutely. Oh, sweetheart, I love this. Oh, you are going through regeneration. You have to let go of the old, sometimes burn down the old and regenerate the new. You ain't doing this alone, honey. You got the higher power card. I've only seen this card pop out a few times since I've been using this deck. This is telling you that there is a higher power that has pulled you here and called you here for this moment. There's a higher reason why you are here. Talk about seeing things from the big picture, honey. I understand this so much because I get this card sometimes when I ask about my past and all of the pain and the abuse that I went through in the past. And whenever I ask why, I get this card because that my higher power has helped me feel gratitude for those situations, because I had those situations, because they were tuition and I was trained into understanding how to overcome those situations. I now have the ability to have this job. I now have the ability to have a higher consciousness and be able to see the lessons that came from those very tough experiences. And you definitely have a higher power guiding you right now. Absolutely. So you have a couple more of these cards coming out as well. Yep. Happy, 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 and peace. Here's what you got to do, sweetie. Just focus on being happy. Like I said, how do we get out of this old stuck vibration? We focus on the new one. Be happy, happy, happy. And focus on your peace. Let God take care of the old. Let God burn that shit down. And just you focus on your happiness and your peace. Clarity. I do see an answer coming here. Happy, happy, happy. Oh yeah, frickin' tower, girl. You know what that means. That's coming down very soon. very soon. Tower, let me explain. Maybe you don't know what that means. The tower is something coming into your world. Bam! Something happening big. This is going to make you happy, happy, happy. So I'm not going to say what we know this is, but it's also going to give you peace. So you know what I'm talking about, right? It's going to come quicker and more unexpected. The tower is always unexpected than certain people are thinking. Just saying. Oh, yeah. Again, what did I just say? Quicker. You got the Chariot. The Chariot speeds everything up. This is the car of the tarot, and it's not reversed. It is front ways up. He's going fast. This is coming in fast. This is the defeat card. So you're going, but it's reversed, which means the defeat is yours. You're not being defeated. You're defeating someone. And you got the boss card coming in, babe. You're the boss. This is the emperor, the big boss card, the taking charge, the doing what needs to do. This, my friend, is the law. Have a great day. Go be happy, happy, happy. Because everything you've been asking for, I don't have to go into too much detail. You and I both know exactly. I think I know exactly what your question was now. Yeah, coming soon. And before you can even blink your eyes, honey, in ways that you can't even see. So awesome. I just from seeing the cards, I know what your question was because I know your life. So yay! Happy, happy girl. Happy, happy. Keep my hair out of my face. All right. Last but not least, Elaine Recknagel. Here we go. Elaine. Spirit. Ooh, do you hear me? Opportunities. Okay, we'll go with that. Opportunities, clarity, answers, and wisdom can you give to Elaine? What clarity, answers, wisdom. Wow, that regeneration card is coming out a lot today. Pardon me, that does not surprise me because as I said at the very beginning in this, there is a lot of shit burning up in the old world recently that we are all having to clean up. This shows me something just burned up in your world, sweetie. And now it's time to clean it up. I'm going to pull one more. Actually, I'm going to wait to pull one more of those. I'm going to do these first because this is telling me that this needed to blow up so that you could make room for the new. And cleaning it up. Yep. Cleaning it up leaves room for you to be this Queen of Pentacles. She is an earth sign. She is slow and steady, wins the race. She is focused. Well, I'll read exactly here. They just said, read your book, you're missing it, read your book. God, I love when Spirit tells me I'm doing a bad job. Not a bad job, just missing something. So I can't miss it because I got them in my head. Here we go. Connected to everyone and everything around them. Empress in action. That's what I'm missing. She is manifestation in action. So whatever has just burned up and you are focusing towards the new, you are cleaning out the old. This is manifesting the new, understanding how to create with current materials. So that's exactly what she's talking about. She's talking about you allowing the old to go and creating something completely new once you clean up that old energy. So, anything else to say? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's an offer, an opportunity. Somebody's coming in to help. The page is always an offer, an opportunity. So whatever this was that burned up, ooh, it was needing to burn up. And as you focus on cleaning up and you get excited about cleaning it up, you are breaking the chains of the past. You're breaking those old patterns that held you stuck and chained to that negative, addictive kind of behavior. That's what had to be blown up. Whatever that was from your old past had you chained. And so that's going away. And you will have what it takes to persevere, but you got to get your mind around this and keep reminding yourself that you have what it takes. Because this is what's coming up is you have opportunity, money, joy. Hold on a second. Now I'm going to, sorry, I want to take those out again. Now I'm going to pull one more of this one. So when she focuses on cleaning it up and she focuses on being happy that the old is gone and moving into the new, seeing the big picture, then what? What is the outcome card here as she's doing this? Spirit? What? Oh, there we go. Only you had two. Huh. The outcome of this is a message in a bottle, which means the signs that are all around this. So the outcome of this is that this is teaching you how to rely on spirit and how to rely on God. We haven't been taught this in our world, you know, we've been taught to do it ourselves. And we have not been taught that coincidence, which we think means fluke and random, actually means cooperative incidences. It is the language of spirit all around us helping us. They are helping you out of this because there's some truth that needs to be told here. Some truth that's going to unbind you from these old patterns and these old things that have held you back and made you feel that you didn't, made you feel like you wanted to give up. They are absolutely sending you the people. I love this card, message in a bottle. I got to tell you, I love this because this literally means ask and you shall receive. So it is very important right now, as whatever you are going through, to make sure that you ask God for what you want, not for what you don't want. Ask for what you want. Don't say, take this out of my life. That doesn't help. Say, I want this in my life. And then that will just leave so this can show up. You don't have to say, take this out. You just have to say, this is what I want. And then that will start coming in your life. Whatever you focus on, you get. So this situation, the reason why this is coming out in a positive for you is because it's teaching you how to be guided. It's teaching you how to communicate. My guess is, Elaine, that you are a little bit more psychic than you understand. And the universe is using this situation with you to help you tell your truth, live your truth. They're guiding you to it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Stand your ground. You've had battles before. You see the bandage on his head? It's not his first battle. He's been here before, and he's won every one of them. You see how many wands he has behind his back? You got this. You got this. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it for here. I'm coming back in a few minutes for members to do the live readings, and I hope that this was all helpful. If you want me to pull your name for the next tarot card pull, please make sure that you like and share and comment, liked and shared on the videos, and I will put your name on next week's list. And you guys, if you found value in these, please do share. Please do give me some feedback. That helps give me the motivation to post more. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. I'll see you soon.